Now if that isn't one hell of a way to introduce the brand new Mario Kart in the year 2003, then I don't know what is. And with that incredible intro out of the way, welcome to Mario Kart Double Dash, released for the Nintendo GameCube. This game has so many cool things about it, and I can't wait to get right into it. But first, let's start by creating a save file for it in the memory card. This is something that probably not a lot of people know nowadays, but yes, way back in the day, we used to have these things called memory cards, and those things were used to save games. All kinds of them too. And these memory cards could very easily completely get full, and you'd have to erase some old data on it just to save some kind of save file for your newer games. It was quite crazy back then. Things couldn't save to the console itself, and that's why we had them. But anyway, let's start the game. Wow, he sounds very enthusiastic about that there. First things first, this game once again has up to 4 player support and some incredible battle modes on top of it. You did not just have your regular old balloon battle here. Oh no, there were so many more cool things to do here, like Shine Thief and even Bob-omb Blast. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show any of those battle modes here because I'm playing the game by myself, but maybe sometime in the future, if I find someone to play this game with, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to showcase some of those modes. For now, however, we'll be trying to play this game the same way as I've been playing all the other Mario Karts until now. That means I'll try to do all Grand Prix in 150cc. And now here comes the big new thing that Mario Kart Double Dash gave to the gamers in 2003. You don't just pick your character here. You pick 2. Oh, and you also get to choose your kart this time. So not only, for the first time ever, do you actually get different karts that you can choose, but also, you now choose 2 characters that will both be using the same kart. One character will be driving, and the other character will manage the items. And you can mix and match all kinds of options to get all kinds of different karts too. There's karts specifically just for small characters. There's karts specifically for middleweights. And then of course, there's the heavyweights. And there's just so many cool looking karts here. I mean, just look at this one right here. This is Wario's kart. It looks so good. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, not really sure who to pick for my first time here. There's a lot of new characters. We've already seen Mario and Luigi here. So, I guess we're gonna have to go with something else for now. You know what? I'm actually gonna go with Koopa and Para Koopa for the first time. And I think it's a good idea for us to go with... Let's go with the green one. Alright, starting things off in the Mushroom Cup. Ah yes, Luigi's Circuit. What a great way to start this cup off. Now, the timing for the turbo start is a bit different in this game, and you'll see why. There. Instead of having to hold the A button after 2, here, you just press it the moment the race starts. It's a lot easier for people to remember, and honestly, I do have to say, it's a lot easier to get it down. Like, the timing isn't as precise here, and I feel a lot of more people will get it right, but oh well, they ended up changing it later. But I like it quite a lot. Now, there's a lot of interesting things about Double Dash specifically that never really came back, or kinda did, but not in the exact same way, that I really need to mention. First things first, obviously, 2 characters on one kart, and you can switch them too. So for example, right now, Koopa is driving while Para Koopa is handling the items. However, if I press the Z button, they will switch, and they can do this at basically any moment they want. No matter how exactly they still manage to steer while doing that, but hey, who am I to question video game logic? So that's one big thing, obviously. You can now carry 2 items at once. Just gotta make sure you switch into the character that doesn't have an item at the moment. Also, drifting is basically almost like it is in the games today, just a few tiny differences. First of all, the colors have completely changed. So instead of starting off with, you know, the blue drift and then slowly going into red, now you start off with the red drift and have to keep drifting until it eventually turns blue. That's when you actually get the boost. Oh my goodness, I just got completely bombed, literally. As you can see, when you get hit by a bomb, for example, the character behind actually falls off the cart almost, and that reduces your speed significantly. But there we go, we won the first race. They're just so happy, even though they barely have any like special voice lessons. I mean, Koopas don't make that many special noises. Then again, neither do Goombas. I can consider myself lucky that I learned to talk properly. But anyway, you very quickly notice also that this game has a very special art style to it. I'm gonna give you guys a challenge. Try to keep track of just how many things in this game have mouths and eyes. You'll notice it's a lot more. Like for example, you'll see here, the star has a mouth. This got like completely replaced in later games. The star nowadays just has eyes. The mouth is gone. But yeah, during this time, Nintendo just felt like giving pretty much everything in the Mario universe eyes and mouths. Like, did you see those palm trees right there? They have eyes, they can move. There's just so much here. And that all got replaced later on. There's a lot of cool things to show off on this track specifically too. Like this little pipe here. Which I can't really go into well, but it's kind of a shortcut, but also kind of not. All it really does is give you an extra item, which doesn't really help, but, you know, if you want to, it's there. I just figured I'd show it off. Oh yeah, that's another interesting thing. A lot of you people might recognize some of these double item boxes from 8 Deluxe, but yeah, this is the game that it originated from. This is the first game where we actually got double item boxes. They give both of your characters an item. And also, this is the first time that the blue shell got its iconic wings. And I'm not sure if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I personally always preferred the winged blue shell design. I don't know, I just prefer it so much, which is why I'm not even using it. I'm just gonna hold it here. And honestly, third place isn't exactly... that's honestly not really a bad placement to have a blue shell in. You can just perfectly use this right about here. Let's see it hit that first place. There we go. Worked perfectly. As you can see, when you get hit by fireballs, for example, the character that's like managing the items will get burned. Oh god. Oh yeah, speaking of fireballs, that's the next thing that I was going to mention. This is something that honestly I kinda wanna see make a comeback in future Mario Kart titles, but also kinda not. It's like, it's debatable for me whether or not this deserves to come back again. But every single character in this game has their own special item. Here we go, got second. So, for example, in this game, Koopa Troopa and Koopa Paratroopa have the triple green and triple red shells as their own special item. And Wario and Waluigi have the Bob-omb. Previously, those used to be normal items, or actually they didn't. The Bob-omb got introduced here, but they eventually went on to becoming normal items. There's also a giant banana, which means that the triple bananas, or I guess the 5 bananas that you could hold behind you in 64 are gone. You can only have a normal banana here, or just the giant banana, which is Diddy and Donkey Kong's special item. And probably the one that everybody remembers or always talks about is the giant Bowser shell, and we are sure to see that one on this track specifically. As you can probably imagine, that is not Donkey. It is Bowser and Bowser Jr.'s special item. Mario and Luigi get the fireballs that I got hidden previously on Peach Beach. Baby Mario and Baby Luigi get a Chain Chomp, which is basically the Bullet Bill, but before the Bullet Bill existed. That got introduced in DS later. What else was there? Peach and Daisy get hearts. And what they do is they circle around your cart, and if you run into any item, instead of getting hit by it, you will actually pick up that item and you'll be able to use it for yourself. Which is honestly a really neat idea for an item, if you ask me. I think they should bring that back. But in general, the idea of special items for each character, it's neat, but I don't entirely know if it would make much sense to bring it back now, considering all those special items now are completely normal items that anyone can get. Like, triple shells are no longer just a special item that you can only get by choosing just one specific character. No, anyone can pull that now. So I'm not sure if it would make much sense to bring them back, and it can also seem pretty damn unfair, because obviously there are some special items that are better than others. Like, who would want triple green or triple red shells when you can have a literal Chain Chomp that just goes faster than everyone else can? So you can clearly see that they're not exactly balanced, which is a big problem. But aside from that, this game is very interesting, and it's partially due to the fact that all of these new mechanics weren't really brought back in future Mario Karts, along with its interesting art style. I mean, look, everything has eyes and mouths once again. The clouds have eyes and mouths, just like how Lakitu's one does. Even the eyes have eyes. No, even the sun has eyes in this one. Even the hills. Look at the hills, man. It is just crazy. Everything is completely sentient in this, and that kind of never came back. Now everything is more realistic looking, and I'm not sure how to feel about it because Mario's world isn't exactly realistic at all, and I don't think it was ever intended to be. But I guess Nintendo must have forgot about that. But anyway, I do have some bad things to say about this game though. Like, mostly I do think this game is definitely one of the most interesting and the most original games in the entire series. Not the best, but you guys probably already know that it's not my favorite. But definitely probably my second favorite. But there are a few bad things, and one of them is definitely the computer difficulty. They don't rubber band as bad as they did in 64 or in Super Circuit, but the difficulty in this one is... It gets really bad, especially once you start playing in 150cc, which is what we are playing in right now, and I literally couldn't get enough speed there. But you'll notice very quickly, and you probably already have noticed throughout my time playing this game so far, that I just get hit from left to right by all kinds of things. And even the green shells, which are not supposed to lock in, feel like they hit me like 100% of the time. So the computers have absolutely incredible aim in this game, and no matter what, they will hit you. I know Mario Kart Wii is very infamous for having an incredibly terrible item system at times, where you can get like hit by 5 blue shells at a time. But honestly, I've been getting screwed over in this game way more than I have in that one. And I did not have that good of a time in my first time trying to get a gold trophy in 50, 100, and 150cc. The fact that you cannot hold items behind you yet also doesn't really help that. So when you see a red shell incoming, you need to time it just right. You gotta know when it's exactly behind you, and then throw the item backwards. You can't look behind you either, there's no button for that yet, so you just gotta guess when it's there. And sometimes they tend to take a long time until they're actually right behind you, and sometimes they're just immediately right there, so it's hard to say. But aside from that, so far things are going pretty good. I've been getting first place, then second, then first. So not a perfect score, which would be 40 points, but definitely more than enough to at least make it to first in general. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Even though Super Circuit introduced the star rank system, or just the ranking system in total, this game got rid of it again. So once again, it only matters what kind of trophy you get. So I guess it's time to enter my name here. Now there is no proper way to put Goomba with a hat into just 3 letters, so I generally just tend to go with GWH, which stands for Goomba with hat. And that is usually my name entry. Oh, this! A lot of people say that they have nostalgia for this. The unlock screen. Whenever you unlock something new, you get this nice screen where it tells you, hey, you won a gold trophy on the Mushroom Kart 150cc. You get all this nice little music to celebrate. It just sounds so good. Like, it's a little celebration for what you won, which in our case now is Luigi's Mansion, a new battle mode stage. Ah yes, Luigi's Mansion. Now that is one heck of a cool game. And I have played the beta recreation of it on this channel before, but I haven't played the actual Luigi's Mansion yet. That's a good thing to consider for the future. Let me know if you guys if you guys would enjoy watching me play Luigi's Mansion on the channel sometime, because it's definitely something that I'm thinking of. Alright, it looks like we managed to beat the Mushroom Cup in 150cc. Koopa and Para Koopa are definitely some good characters for this, especially because they have triple red shells and triple green shells, which, trust me, with how good the computers are in this, you're gonna need that. But unfortunately, I cannot choose them anymore now, so I guess we're gonna have to go with someone else. And you know what? For the memes, I'm actually gonna go with Daisy. Because she has a very iconic line in this game. Actually, you know what? Let's mix and match things up a bit. We're gonna go with Daisy. And let's see, who else can we pick? Let's make the weirdest combination ever here. Let's go with Daisy and Wario. Which means we will have the hearts and the bomb. And we're gonna go with Wario's cart. Daisy is very excited in this game. Right, I guess we're gonna go with the Flower Cup, which has Mushroom Bridge, Mario Circuit, Daisy Cruiser, and Waluigi. Wait a second, this has a Daisy and a Waluigi track, so I guess we're going with Daisy and Waluigi. Which for some reason doesn't give us the option to use Wario's cart anymore, but I guess we're going with... Why is the Yoshi cart an option here? You know what? Yeah, sure, just so I can pretend that Yoshi is also a part of it. We're gonna go with that. Alright, Mushroom Bridge. Now this track right here is very infamous for, yeah, guess what? The bridge, which you can use as a shortcut, but it's very risky to take. And when it was brought back in Mario Kart DS a few years later, the shortcut was actually no longer accessible. They just removed it. Like, only those who knew that it was even there in the first place were able to tell, like, oh, they just removed the shortcut. Those who didn't never got to experience it. Now, the control in this game is definitely a lot more sophisticated, I guess I would say. It definitely feels a lot better than Mario Kart 64 and Super Circuit, but that is a given considering this game is now actually in like full 3D. It's a lot more easier to control. But still not completely like today's Mario Kart. And oh my god, I just pulled the shortcut off. Only to get shocked immediately. But anyway, that is the shortcut that you can use. You just drive on the sides of the bridge very carefully and you get a lot of boost pads. I don't know if it's actually faster because you know, instead of staying in the middle and just being all flat, you instead go up and down, so I'm not entirely sure. But if you can do it, it's a nice little shortcut to pull off. Also a good way to show off your skill if other people that you're playing with don't know how to do it. It's just something neat. And like I said, it was removed later in DS, so that's really freaking sad if I'm being honest. But yeah. Now, for Daisy's iconic line. Go ahead, Miss Flower. Say it. Getting annoyed yet? Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, back to you, Waluigi. He's also very funny in this game. Oh god. I might have just screwed myself. Or not, never mind, I didn't. But I gotta be more careful around next time. Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was to let people drive literal bombs. Or if there even is someone in there, I don't think there is. Because who would want to drive a bomb car that you know for a fact can blow up at any given moment? Yourself included. You're inside the bomb. I sure hope it isn't actually anyone driving in there, because no one would actually literally do that. Literally no one would. At least I know I wouldn't. But yeah. Even if there is no one sitting in there, whoever made the decision to let literal bomb cars just roam on the freeway, might have to talk with that person, because that is not a freaking good idea, man. And here we are now on Mario Circuit. Now this track I've also played quite a few times because it was also brought back in Mario Kart Wii. It's neat. I mean, it is a circuit track, so there's nothing all too special to say about it. The only one really like special thing to remember, I guess, would be that chain jump right there, which doesn't really do much here. Like, it doesn't go out of its way to get you. In Mario Kart Wii, it goes way further out to the track. Like, it is much easier to actually drive into it there than it is here. Oh yeah, and we also have Goombas roaming on the track here. So I guess that's kind of neat. I will try my best, obviously, not to drive into them, because I would absolutely hate to see that happen. So I'll try my best, my very, very best to avoid them at all costs. As you can see, the chain jump, yeah, it goes onto the road, but not all that far. Whenever we actually reach Mario Kart Wii, if I do get to showcase Mario Circuit on that one, you will see that it's very different. Oh, damn it, I didn't manage to hit them. That was almost a perfect shot right there, too. Okay, gotta be careful here. And it looks like we got the bomb, so Gotta place this just right. I gotta get in front of them. Or I can just do this, but I'm not sure if that's not gonna hit. Yeah, it's unreliable. Never mind, it doesn't matter, they got hit by a banana. Wow! Wah! Man, Waluigi's voice is just completely iconic. Oh yeah, that's another thing, as you just saw, I got hit by a banana and a green shell immediately after. There is no, like, I guess you could say death frames or something. No, there's like, basically you can just get hit over and over and over again, and you will have, there will be no time for you to say like, okay, now I can't get hit for like a second or two. You can just get hit by banana, green shell, red shell, blue shell, anything. There is no stopping that. Which you could say is a bad thing, and trust me, I've had my fair share of times in this game where I just got hit like for 5 seconds straight and fell so far behind. It's definitely a bad thing, and I can definitely see why they added like invincibility frames in future titles. Like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, for example, if you get hit by a shock, there's like a solid 2 or 3 seconds where if you get hit by an item afterwards, they will not affect you. But we don't get that here. We don't get any of it. And I'm not sure if we got it in Wii or DS, but I don't think we did. So that's also a relatively new thing that they added. But yeah, if you get into a bad situation in this game, you're just gonna have to cope with it. And here we are now on Daisy Cruiser. A lot of people really like this track. And it's also a really neat idea to just let people drive on a literal cruiser. I think this one was, yeah, this one was definitely also brought back in the Booster Course Pass. Oh yeah, and did you see that? The signs! The freaking signs in this game have eyes. So even the signs, apparently, are sentient. Like, literally everything is alive in this game. It's crazy. Wouldn't be too surprised if even the cruiser itself has eyes and a mouth. We just don't see it. Ooh, that was savage right there. And here's the blue shell. First time getting hit by it so far. Yeah, Daisy's voice can be very annoying for over long periods of time. Oh, never mind. I was actually just about to say that the blue shell doesn't appear as often here as it does in future titles, but I just got hit by one like 5 seconds after another one, so I guess maybe it is. I don't know. It definitely appears a lot more in Mario Kart Wii. Obviously, there's more than enough videos out there that show that. But yeah. At least as far as I knew, it wasn't supposed to appear that often here. Or maybe it only appears when I'm in first. I wouldn't be too surprised, honestly. But yeah, aside from all of that, it's just, it should be also really important to mention that obviously this game, compared to all previous Mario Karts that we had, was just such a big leap. Because, just think about it, so far, the best we ever got, at least when it came to 3D, was Mario Kart 64. Which, even in there, the races themselves were still 2D sprites. Only the tracks themselves were, like, actually 3D. The control wasn't completely perfect yet. The characters barely actually said anything. So, just imagine the huge jump that people got to experience in 2003 when they got their brand new GameCube and booted this game up and saw that not only were the characters more expressive than ever, but you got to, you know, choose 2 of them. 2 people on one card, all of these new items like the new designed fake item box, the blue shell finally getting wings, and so many other things. And that was betrayal right there. Fuck you, Bowser.
Waluigi no win this time.
Waluigi no win this time. They just have so much character in this game. It's so cool. But yeah, at the time, this game was revolutionary because it just introduced so many cool and new things. And everything was fully 3D for the first time. And as such, oh my goodness, what was that? What was that? The physics in this game aren't perfect. That is definitely something I probably should mention, but it's kind of hard to find a game with perfect physics, especially considering it wasn't the starting time of 3D, but I think they were still kinda trying to figure it out. But it definitely was working at around this time. Oh shit, I did not mean to throw that forwards! And I hit myself. Anyways, Waluigi Stadium, this track was also brought back in Mario Kart Wii. So I've played this one too. And it's hard. Oh, there's the chain chomp, by the way. Finally get to show it off. But this track feels very weird to drive on without being able to trick off of all these ramps, because the tricking system still didn't exist. How many blue shells do we have here? Seriously, it's supposed to be still a bit rare in this game. My god. I don't even know why I'm complaining. I'm not even in first, so it's not like I'm the one getting hit by it. But still, this is just strange at this point. I've never seen it appear that often. At least not before. And in all my time of playing this game. There we go. I knew I would have had to hit someone with that. Another... You know what? At this point, maybe this game is actually much worse than Mario Kart Wii. I mean, look at this. If I hear one more person complaining about how broken Mario Kart Wii is with its items, I'm gonna tell them to take a look at this race right here. And that is just a... There you go. There you saw how incredible the computers are in this game. Bowser timed that banana perfectly, right behind him, so I could get hit by it. We have to think that in the future Mario Kart titles, the computers weren't really like this clever ever again. But yeah, I guess 150cc really is kind of hardcore. And there it is again. Seriously, I'm going to put a counter up. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and this stage, along with I think a few others, actually have a track. Oh my god, can you just stop it already? They have a track of an audience going like, "Aww," every single time you get hit. And for me personally, it just pisses me off twice as much whenever I get hit. Like, it's just awful. Okay, let's see if I can maybe still at least get second here. That was not meant to happen, sorry guys. Jesus, this race was chaotic. The sheer amount of blue shells. But anyways, I'm gonna put a counter up for that. At least for this race specifically, because I want to know just how many blue shells exactly there were. I'm gonna say there were 5. I'll have to see later how close I was, but there we go. We still won. So yeah, that's just a little showcase of the sheer chaos that can happen in this game thanks to all the special items. And yeah, apparently I guess the blue shell is more prominent in this game than it ever could possibly be. Oh yeah, and I'm probably not going to be able to showcase this because you only unlock it after like you get literally everything else in the game, but take a look at that golden cart that you drive on at the award ceremony. You actually can unlock that cart and you can choose it for any character you want. I think that's only once you actually get a gold trophy in every single cup, and I think also the all cup tour or something. But yeah, once you got all of that, you can actually race with that golden cart that usually only Toadsworth can drive in. Alright, what did we unlock? The Turbo Birdo. Isn't that a mouthful? This cart is so goofy looking because it's literally just Birdo's head. Kind of like how we just drove with Yoshi's cart, which is just his head. I love it. The character designs, no, not the character. The cart designs in this game were just all over the place. Speaking of which, I just remembered a really good card from this game that I want to use next. And it is... You know, I'm gonna go with Baby Luigi. So we can have a chance of pulling the Chain Chomp. And let's see, Bowser Jr. would be able to pull the Bowser Shell. Diddy Kong would be able to pull the Giant Banana. Koopa Troopa, we already played as him. So yeah, I guess we're going with Bowser Jr. Oh, it's not a selectable thing for me? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get a very specific card here. Unless it's not available yet. Oh, wait, I think that's an unlockable, yeah. But in case you were wondering what I'm looking for, Diddy Kong has a specific card for him that's basically, it's the barrel train. And it's exactly what you think it is. It's like a couple of barrels stacked together and they look like a train. And I love trains, so I was going to choose that, but unfortunately it's an unlockable. So I guess we're not going with that. I'm still gonna go with Baby Luigi and Bowser Jr. though. I've already tried the green one, so I guess we're gonna go with this one, which has very low speed, but very high acceleration. I kinda wanna go with something original though. There's barely any options here, like when it comes to carts at least. Well, it's not my first choice, but I guess we're gonna go with the baby carriage. Right, next up, the Star Cup. Sherbet Land. Ah, yes, I remember this race. Not for the best kinds of reasons, though. Like, it's a good track. I'll give it that. I like this race. But, well, for some reason, this one specifically, I just always seem to fail at. I can never get good at it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the computers just using all kinds of items, or if it's just, you know, I have a feeling that, like, everyone has one specific track that they just don't like, or a track that they just can't get good at. For me personally, at least in this game, this right here, Sherbet Land, that is that track for me. The one that I just can never do good in. I'm not sure if it's going to be the case here again, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, now we chose Baby Luigi and Baby Bowser? No, Bowser Jr. So I hope we get to pull one of their special items. I don't think the Chain Chomp has a chance to appear when we're like in first or second, because that would be way too overpowered. But I do hope we get to use it at some point. Because trust me, the Chain Chomp and Bowser Shell are both just incredibly cool items. That maybe it would be cool if they came back, but it would also be pretty chaotic. And here we go, we just got hit by so many items in a row. And there was nothing we could have done. And a shock. Oh yeah, also, when you get hit by the shock in this game, or I guess by the lightning, the music doesn't turn all, like, weird. Instead, the music just gets turned off. Don't know why that happens. Either it gets turned off, or it turns slightly, like, the volume of it gets lower. Like, really low, because I can barely hear it. Holy shit, how am I so good at sniping with, like, these green shells? Like, god damn. Uh-oh, baby Ouija time. Well, I guess I can't really prove how this track isn't my best, because I just got first in it with not too much really happening. But trust me when I say that usually, when it comes to this track, I don't do very good at it. I guess I just got lucky today. Mushroom City, this one! This is a track that I really like, and I hope this one will be brought back in a Mario Kart again very soon. Because it was not included in the booster course pass, and it's not in Mario Kart World either. So the chances of this one coming back in the next Mario Kart, whenever that is anyway, I hope they're gonna be pretty high. Also, how in the hell is the very first item that I pull a blue shell? I'm not sure how this game functions, but apparently it doesn't have any specific cooldowns or times, I guess. Just to let you guys in on the context here, in Mario Kart Wii at least, and I do think in every other Mario Kart since then, items they have different chances of appearing depending on how far into the race you are. So the shock, for example, can only appear like 40 seconds into a race. Same thing goes for other certain like really powerful items. But I guess in this game, you can just pull a blue shell right out the bat. And I am in first, so what would happen if I used a blue shell here? On one hand, I want to see, but on the other I also don't, because I know for a fact that it's probably just gonna hit myself. I know for a fact that that's what it does in Wii at least, so I would assume it does the same thing here. Maybe I should slow down. I don't know. Then again, it's also kind of a good thing that I'm holding the blue shell, because if this game at least has like the same physics as Mario Kart Wii when it comes to that, then there can only be one blue shell in a race at a time. So as long as we are holding it, that means no one else will be able to use it. The bullet bill, as far as I know, in DS and Wii has the same physics too, where only one person can have it at a time. I know in 8 Deluxe that's not the case anymore, and you can have like 4 different bullet bills at a time. I do want to use it though. I don't just want to hold it the whole time. I mean, I know it looks so beautiful. Never mind, I just lost it. Man, I didn't even get to use it. Not that it matters, I would have hit myself. But I don't know, just something about the blue shell design with the wings just looks so cool to me. And I find it sad that they got rid of it now, and it just... I mean, it was introduced in 64, so, you know, it didn't have wings there. It kind of went back to its original design. But I've always preferred it with the wings, and I find it rather sad to see that it's probably never gonna go back to that, even though it had wings in Double Dash, DS, Wii, I think even in Home Circuit it had wings. But then ever since 7, it's just gone back to not having it. And I just think it looks bad. I don't know. That's my humble opinion, though. Obviously, if you prefer the design without the wings, while I do have to disagree with you, I can respect that at least. It was the original, after all. And now here we are on Yoshi Circuit. Oh man, how did I not take a look at that? I should have played as Yoshi on this. Man, I missed an opportunity there. I am not doing my boy Yoshi favors with this. Because I usually always play with Yoshi on Yoshi Circuit. Because home field advantage. Shortcut! Oh, there we go. Close one. There's a lot of pretty cool shortcuts that you can use on this one. There you go, there you go. I threw the green shell back, but the red shell wasn't entirely behind me yet, so that didn't do anything. If this game had the mechanic where you can hold items behind you, that would be one of the few things I would be missing to be like the perfect Mario Kart, maybe. A lot of people out there say that Mario Kart Double Dash is the best one. It's generally like the community is like divided on this. It feels like one half would usually say Mario Kart Wii is the best, while the other half would say that Double Dash is the best. Or actually, I've also heard a lot of people say that DS is the best one. So it's more of a 1/3 says it's Wii, the other third says it's Double Dash, and then the last third just says it's DS. But in general, you can see that Nintendo was like on a roll with making the Mario Kart games really good during this time, because you know, Double Dash, DS, and Wii all came after each other. And I guess they just kind of fell off after that, because yeah, a lot of people obviously like Mario Kart 7, 8 Deluxe, and well, World just started, so I feel like calling it the best Mario Kart yet is like not entirely the right thing to do, because it's definitely still gonna get a lot of updates. We'll have to give it a bit of time for people to get used to it. But yeah, I don't hear as many people say that 7 was their personal favorite. More so, I tend to just hear people say, oh, DS was like such a highlight in my childhood, it was so good. But then people are like, oh no, Mario Kart DS, it doesn't even compare to Double Dash, and you know it. And then there's the kind of people that I tend to associate with that say Mario Kart Wii was the best Mario Kart game ever, and there will just be never anything that can ever top it. Ever. And I hate to tell it the way it is, but Double Dash is my second favorite Mario Kart. Mario Kart Wii, for me personally at least, will forever be the best Mario Kart game that's ever been made, and generally my personal favorite game of all time. Nothing will top that. Nothing. But Mario Kart Double Dash is definitely very close. A very, very close second. It's got a lot of things that I enjoy about it. I'm glad I managed to get first on Yoshi Circuit too. I might not have been playing as Yoshi, but at least I made him proud by doing good on his track. And you might have noticed that the track is shaped like a Yoshi too. That's what makes it so cool and special for me. I mean, we literally go inside his nose. Not sure what Nintendo was thinking there, but nice touch. And here we are on DK Mountain. This track I also really like. I think as a child on Mario Kart Wii, this was one of my personal favorites. Because you go into this giant cannon that's shaped like a barrel, which is obviously a reference to Donkey Kong Country. And you approach this giant, mad-looking mountain. Or, it's not even mountain. I don't know why they call it DK Mountain, because it's clearly a volcano. I mean, it's not active, because there's no lava or anything, but it's definitely steaming. And then in the background, you can see tinier mountains, which aren't looking evil at all. And they just have some, like, tiny little smoke clouds coming out of them. I like that a lot. And once again, everything has eyes in this. So all the mountains have eyes, the big mountain has eyes and a mouth. Oh, that was awful. The palm trees also have eyes, just everything has eyes in this. And then finally you go on to this little bridge, which I'm sure everyone knows that one Mario Kart Wii clip of Daisy getting absolutely Mario Karted on this bridge. It's so iconic. And unfortunately also the one thing that most people tend to think of when someone brings up Mario Kart Wii, but it is not that bad. I will stand by that point. Mario Kart Wii is not that bad. And if you want to say that Mario Kart Wii has terrible item handling and stuff, and there's like way too much stuff happening, honestly, take a look at how this has been going so far. Take a look at Waluigi Stadium and stuff. Every Mario Kart game has that kind of problem, because the items are partially randomized. Like, sure, there's maybe, like, sometimes there's a percentage of a chance of which item you can pull, but it's mostly random. So, technically, that could have happened in any Mario Kart game. and probably has for all we know. Just it wasn't recorded. Mario Kart Wii, sure, it was the first Mario Kart to have 12 players in it, so obviously there was going to be more chaos. But honestly, by that logic, Mario Kart World is going to be even worse, because now we have 24 players. And from what I've seen so far, yeah, I think it definitely lives up to that, and it's going to be the next big chaotic one. So, I never want to hear anyone slander about Mario Kart Wii being too chaotic ever again. Double Dash and DS can be just as chaotic, if not more. Just comes down to chance. This right here, by the way, oh shit, I just accidentally used it. But anyways, you can use that as a shortcut in Wii specifically, using some inside drifting bikes. And online, basically, oh my god, everyone always uses that online. Just because of how much time it saves you, but I don't think you can actually do that here in Double Dash yet. But yeah, I will definitely be sure to show that when we get to Wii eventually. And I just noticed that I got a perfect score on this Grand Prix. That is crazy. I think that's the first time I've done that yet. Maybe Baby Luigi and Bowser Jr. is the way to go. Unfortunately though, I also never actually got the Bowser Shell or the Chain Chomp. Maybe I should have. I should have stayed behind, probably, to get those items, but oh well. And there we go. That's another Grand Prix beaten. Which means we get to unlock another thing. Let's see what it is this time. Oh my goodness, I just bought it. I'm gonna be honest, I knew it was. I remembered that it wasn't unlockable, but I completely forgot that I actually was just about to unlock it. Well, that's a great coincidence, now I can use it. I am now noticing though that I've used a lot of small characters here though. I mean, I used Bowser Jr., who's small, I used Baby Luigi, who's small, I used Koopa and Para Koopa, who are small characters. I mean, yeah, sure, I went with Daisy and Waluigi ones, which are middle characters, but I never actually got to show any of the heavyweights. But now I want to show the Barrel Train, because it's my favorite card in the game, next to the gold one. It's also got some good speed, like the acceleration is only 2 stars, but the speed seems to be pretty good. I also just now noticed, where's Toad and Toadette? I guess those are also characters that you can unlock. I want to show more of this game because I only have one Grand Prix left. Oh wait! Actually, never mind. Again, I don't know what it is, but apparently the Special Cup doesn't get unlocked. I don't know why, but it just doesn't yet. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna make a cut here. I'm going to unlock both Toad and Toadette, so I can use them in the next one, and I can put them on the Barrel Train. And I will unlock the Special Cup, and then I will play that with the Barrel Train, as well as Toad and Toadette. So, here we go! And just like that, I have completed the 100cc Star and Special Cup, which has for that unlocked the Special Cup in total, as well as Toad and Toadette as selectable characters. So basically, in order to unlock the Special Cup, and I'm not sure why it's unlocked in this way specifically, you need to just get a gold trophy on the Star Cup in 100cc. And in order to unlock both Toad and Toadette, as well as the Toad card, which is what they start out with, you need to get gold on the Special Cup in 100cc. I'm not sure what you get for being the Special Cup in 150, but we are about to find that out now, because it is the last cup that we still need to complete. Also not sure why exactly, but like the track introduction theme for this game is just so good. Alright, here we go. First time playing with the Barrel Train, at least when I'm recording it. And oh man, I just like this card so much. Oh yeah, Toad and Toadette's special item is the Golden Mushroom. which that one used to be a regular item that anyone can pull, just, you know, in like 7th or 8th place before. But yeah, now it's a special item that only they can use. So we'll see if we can pull that here. Now, obviously, since I had to unlock them by getting gold in the special cup in 100cc before, I just played through this track, so I already know a few of them right now. But that usually doesn't matter, because the CPUs are not nearly as chaotic in 100cc as they are in 150. So I think we're about to see even more chaos completely unfold here. But we'll have to see. Only time will tell. Oh god, yep. That was awful. Alright, let's just keep going. Looks like someone got hit with a blue shell though, so it doesn't matter anyway. We fell off, but we're in first. Okay, sure. Speaking of the chaos. Yeah, I wonder how many blue shells there are gonna be this time. And I completely missed the item box there. Man, maybe I should have gone with a heavyweight character so I would have a bigger hitbox. Oh yeah, another thing, since I was playing the Star Cup again in 100cc to unlock the Special Cup in the first place, I finally played as Yoshi in that one, and that means that I actually got to play on Yoshi Circuit with Yoshi. So at least I did actually manage to do that, just, you know, off screen. I don't like how this has been going so far. I just got hit like 3 separate times with a lot of shit. Now we're in second, right behind Wario and Koopa. I'll have to pull something really good here if I want to still get first somehow. Which includes using this mushroom. They got hit by something, not sure what. Okay, I gotta lock in here because I'm very scared that at practically any moment they can use something. That is the worst moment to hit me, Blue Shell. Come on! That was planned. That was literally fucking planned. It's always when I'm saying something. Every single time I'm like, okay, anything can happen here, and guess what? Something bad happens. I want to at least get second. I want to have a chance here. Because I'm not catching up to them anymore now. Fuck you guys. Well, I guess we'll have to settle with this because we got absolutely betrayed. At least Toad and Toadette are happy about it. I know for a fact that I'm not. Wario and Koopa, you guys better watch your backs. I'm gonna take that wretch, I'm gonna stuff it right down your throat. In this next track, which is Dino Dino Jungle. Oh yeah, something special about this track. This track, as you probably know, made its comeback recently in Mario Kart World. However, it's changed ever so slightly. Because instead of just being, you know, a regular jungle with dinosaurs running around in it, it is now it's still a jungle, obviously, but now this little place right here that you enter, which is basically just a mountain. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. What used to just be a mountain right here is now some kind of special research laboratory, where I guess they're trying to make it like a Jurassic Park reference or something, where it's like they managed to find a way to bring dinosaurs back. On one hand, that's kind of cool, but like it completely got rid of the original theming in here, which is like, you know, it's supposed to be a nice little cave with diamonds inside of it. Now it's a research laboratory where they brought the dinosaurs back, and I'm not sure how to feel about that, because on one hand it gets rid of the original theming, and it also tries to make the whole setting feel more realistic, where it's like, yeah, dinosaurs are back, but why? Like, we need to give a reason for why. Well, let's turn this place into a research laboratory where they managed to bring dinosaurs back, Jurassic Park style. Like, yeah, sure, you can do that, but this is the Mario world we're talking about. Yoshi is a dinosaur. There's an entire place called Dinosaur World, or Land, that they used to go to for Mario World. Like, you don't have to make everything so realistic. Dinosaurs just exist in the Mario universe. We don't need some kind of research laboratory as a reason for why. Maybe they just never went extinct here. It kind of makes it a bit weird when you consider that Yoshi's a dinosaur too. Like, what, was he brought back by these researchers or something? No, definitely not. He's just always existed. So what, are these new dinosaurs the big ones just now brought back? I don't know. I definitely prefer the original over the new one, just because I also really like the diamonds here. Or the emeralds, I guess is what they are. I just really like the theming of the original way more. It has more of that, like, I would say fantasy feeling, though I'm not sure if you can still describe it as that, but, you know, it's not completely realistic. And it's not supposed to be, because it's a game. Dinosaurs exist here. Not because researchers brought them back, just because they look cute and they're funny. And they're also here to, you know, abstract your view. They're here as stage obstacles, basically. That's all. So, in total, I would have to say, I don't like it when Nintendo changes the tracks too much. Like when they change their theming, or make them look too realistic. There's nothing wrong with, you know, giving a track a new look for a newer game, because if you leave the tracks the same way that they've been since the first time, forever, yeah, that's probably not going to be the best decision ever. Like, you can make them look better graphics-wise and stuff, and maybe add like a new shortcut here or there, because they've been doing that over the last couple decades. But not like this, when you completely get rid of the original design of a track and just change its theming completely. That's not something you should do. It gets rid of the feeling. Anyways, speaking of feeling, now we are about to enter a racetrack with a very scary theming, that being Bowser's Castle. Once again, from N64 times, the choir is back. We're about to hear a lot of people singing here. Well, not actually singing, but the choir anyway. And I think they also had a bit of that in like the Mario Kart DS, I believe. And of course, Mario Kart Wii had a very, very cool theme for its Bowser Castle track. But yeah, in general, you can definitely tell that like from 64 and onwards, Bowser's Castle was always supposed to convey this scary, menacing feeling. While nowadays, most Bowser's Castle tracks have like a heavy metal kind of theme, which also works. You can go with both of them. But I tend to prefer the scary one. God, Toad's voice is especially annoying in this. I'm also noticing that this card definitely does not have the best acceleration, but that doesn't matter if the computers are just gonna screw up anyway. So even if they do pass me, they don't do too well here. Sure, they can hit me all they want, but like, they're just gonna drive into every other thing, that's fine by me. I'm not complaining. Okay, very carefully. And once again, the signs have eyes. All of them. This one, that one, and they're evil in this one. Like, not only did they think like, yeah, let's give the signs eyes again, but also, hey, this is the Bowser's Castle track, so we gotta make it evil. And I just showed you guys a very cool shortcut that you can take there. That is, if you don't immediately get hit by an item afterwards. Seriously, can you guys just stop? But yeah, only the small characters can do that, by the way. So, only if you choose like Toad or Toadette, Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, Diddy Kong, Bowser Jr., only those together will be able to be like, you know, they basically weigh nothing, so only they can go over there. If you tried with a heavy or medium character, they will fall into the lava. And I tried it earlier while I was playing the Special Cup to unlock Toad and Toadette. Yeah, it is not gonna work. So it's very specific. Which means that once again, there are characters in this game that generally just are straight up better than others. And this is one of the rare times where the small characters are actually better, because so far it's always been in such a way that the heavyweight characters tend to be better, or the medium ones, because they're either balanced with like their weight and their speed, and they can very easily, you know, bonk other racers off the tracks because of how heavy they are. While the small characters were usually always in the disadvantage, because yeah, they were fast, but they were just bonked around the track constantly. But here, this is one of those tracks where the small ones, the lightweight characters, actually come in handy and have a huge advantage, because that's the only shortcut that they can use. There we go, got hit by the blue shell right after the finish line. Great way to end it. But we're not done yet, are we? Oh boy, no, God knows we aren't. There's one more track remaining, and it's probably once again the most iconic in this game. But of course, what other track would fit in that world better than Rainbow Road? I wanted to see what would happen if I were to hold the A button down the entire time, because I've never had that happen before. Like, I've only held it down like at the 2, or I got a perfect start from 1. But I never actually got to see what would theoretically happen if you were to just hold the A button down the entire time. First time I've seen what the burnout looks like in this game. And once again, we have pulled a blue shell as our first item. Because sure, why not? And we're in second, so might as well. Or maybe that wasn't the wisest decision, because I just hit myself with it too. Oh well, doesn't matter, I got to see what it does. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a moment to just enjoy the music of this track, because it is just wonderful. And yes, if you're wondering, that part right there of the music was in fact taken from the Mario Kart 64 Rainbow Road. So that's a pretty neat little detail that they put that in there. The red shell missed me! It's still going! Oh god, it just fell off the track. That's the first time I've seen that happen. The fact that a red shell can actually miss you. Not this one though. And not that one either. Jesus Christ guys, stop with the red shells for a second. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna beat you anyway. So just accept your fate and die. Or maybe I should die. Ugh. Not that matters, we're in lap 2 out of 3. I'm gonna beat you guys anyway. But yeah, just like with 64, a lot of people that grew up playing Mario Kart Double Dash just love its version of Rainbow Road. And once again, we have lots of cool little things right here in the sky, like sure, once again, we're in space, you know, we're far above a city that you can see down there. And much like in Mario Kart 64, even though this time it's not little lights, this time it's actual, like, rainbow shiny objects. Like mushrooms and stars, and I think even a shell. Yeah, there it is, the shell right there. And even pipes. So there's always something really cool to spot, like in the sky, on these earlier Rainbow Road tracks. And I really like that. Okay, now I'm actually going to lose this. Like, this is bad. Come on, you guys, get it together. Toad, get the fuck back on the cart. I need to lock in, because I just got hit with so much stuff. Oh, there it is! There it is! Golden mushroom. Except I don't even get to use it. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. I'm actually going to lose, because, let's face it, first place is probably way too far ahead for me to still catch up. I don't even know if I still have a chance to get first if I don't get at least some good placement here. Then I need something special. Speaking of special, I'm not sure how much that's gonna do though, because this place has already got so many boosters just everywhere. So many boost panels. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. Yep. I might have just thrown the entire thing, actually. I don't know. I don't exactly remember if this game also forces you to retry. It does not, I think. Well, it doesn't force you to retry. But unfortunately, that also means that we now have to settle with second. That is atrocious. That is just terrible. As if I would actually accept a silver trophy to end off this whole thing. I am not doing that. Do we at least get something for it though, is the question. We do not. No, you have to get gold. Alright, well, I guess we all know what that means. Doing this again. But this time I'm gonna choose someone else, just to make it a little more interesting, because I didn't get to show off too many heavyweight characters. So I'm gonna go with Donkey Kong and Bowser. I'm going to use Wario's card, sure. Alright, I guess I have to do that all over again. Because I do want to see what exactly you unlock for getting a gold cup here. And also just the fact that I do not want to end this game off with a silver trophy. Like with Mario Kart Super Circuit, that made sense because it was my least favorite game. But not this! So I'm just gonna skip ahead and we'll see what that unlocks. Well, I managed to get 36 points this time. Which means that we do actually get a nice big golden trophy this time. Now the question still remains, what do we unlock for it? After the credits, that is. I'm not gonna show them. Thanks for playing. Thanks for making this game, first of all, because it was amazing. But now, let's take a look. The All Cup Tour! Ah, I brought that up earlier. Now might be a good time to show what exactly that is. I'm not actually going to play it because it would take a very, very long time. Oh yeah, and just so you know, there is actually a mirror mode in this game. I don't know exactly how you unlock that, but it might just be the fact that you need to get a gold cup in every cup. Or maybe it's maybe it is the All Cup Tour that you need to beat. But just to show basically what this is. That looks pretty good. That's like the green team option right there. But yeah, this is basically shown as like a 5th cup, but don't worry, it's not actually. What the All Cup Tour essentially is well, exactly what the name implies. You play through all the cups, which means that you play through 4, 8, 12, yeah, you play through all 16 tracks in one go, which, as you can probably imagine, can take a pretty long time. Basically, just imagine what I've been doing so far, playing through all the cups, but one after another, and then once you've beaten that will unlock mirror mode. Not sure which CC you have to beat it in, but it could be any. But yeah, once you've done that, you will unlock it. And then, I think if you get a gold cup in all the Grand Prix and all the All Cup Tours, that's when you can unlock the golden vehicle. However, we don't have to do that because I already showed all the tracks here, and mirror mode isn't exactly all too interesting to show. So, I guess that is the end of Mario Kart Double Dash. In total, definitely my second favorite Mario Kart, next to Wii obviously, and definitely a very great Mario Kart title. And I'm pretty sure this one is either already part of the Nintendo Classics, or at least it's going to be added soon. But yeah, if you get a chance to play this game, whether that be on original hardware, on a GameCube, on a Wii, or if you're gonna play it on Switch too, then please don't skip out on this. Play it, you will enjoy it, and try to get some gold trophies, because it is very, very fun. With that being said though, I'm looking forward to next time. Most people would believe that the next game up should be Mario Kart DS, but you'd be very surprised to see what actually is next. So stay tuned. My head is off to you guys. See you all next time.